Hello, this is the third part in a three-part series about being a collaborative author. And today, if you're already an author or you're currently writing a book, then you're going to want to stay tuned because I'm talking about the 5 reasons to be a collaborative author when you have a book or are currently writing your own. Hello, lovely dynamic women, and welcome to the Dynamic Women podcast. I am Diane Rolston, your host. And today, I'm talking about 5 reasons to be a collaborative author when you have a book or are writing your own book. Now, I wrote my own book back in 2017, and really that's just 7 years ago. But since then, I have been published 11 times, 5 times myself, and 6 times as part of someone else's collaborative book. And I'll tell you, the first book was my solo book. It's a program in a book. It's called Dynamic You, the 9 Pillars of Being a Dynamic Woman. And then we did we've got the 3 Dynamic Women Secrets books. So Success Secrets, Confidence Secrets, Trailblazer Secrets, and Leadership Secrets is coming up in the next year. We currently have open doors for our first call for authors, where we have the opportunity for 18 women to jump into authorship, co-authorship with us. So this is part of why I'm doing this 3-part series. Go back, listen to the other 2 episodes. And I'll let you know that on April 15th from 1 to 3, if you're listening to this now, we're past that date, but we had a training called Collaborative Author 101, How to Explode Your Audience, Establish Your Authority, and Leave a Legacy by Entering the World of Co-Writing. If you would like a replay of that, please reach out as soon as possible so that we can get that to you, because doors close April 17th for this call for authors. Now, if it's past that date, still reach out to us, Diane@DianeRolston.com. We'll let you know. We might even be into the second call for authors, or we might be able to squeak you in. We'll see. No guarantees, but please know that in this first call for authors, we're going to have the best perks that are happening for this book called Leadership Secrets. So I'm going to dive into these 5 different reasons to be a collaborative author, even if you're already an author or you're writing your own book. And this can be even if you were part of another collaborative book. You might think, well, I'm already an author. Why bother? Well, there's actually strategy for why to be an author. And, you know, as much as I've been part of collaborative books from other people, they might not have all the strategy pieces that I want. There's still some benefit to it, and I still do it. And you can listen in the latest episode where I talk about what to look for in collaborative book opportunities. And the previous one to that is the 3 ways you'll get left behind by not being an author. But today I want to speak to those who are writing their own books, or who have been in a book or a collaborative book and are thinking about, like, why would I bother? Why would I bother being a collaborative author? I'm going to talk through these 5 pieces because I'll tell you, I felt the same way. The first reason is a jumping off point. So some authors who have been part of Dynamic Women's Secrets books have actually used this as a learning opportunity to then jump off and do their own solo book. And they've used that as a way of also being able to be like, okay, I'm an author and this is the first, and I'm a collaborative author. And then they go on to do their own. So if you're writing your own book, now is a really great time to invest in this type of opportunity to jump on board with us, because you're going to be able to have our book come out and then your book. So it'll be like, bam, bam. And here's a little bonus tip is you could bundle the books when you go to sell them as a way to make even more money, to get a double sale rather than just a single sale. So a jumping off point, that can be the first thing. So if you already have a book that's out there, then you can use this opportunity to link it back to your book that you've already done. Cool, eh? The next opportunity is, or reason to be a collaborative author, even if you have your own book, is to plant the seed. So if you're currently writing your own book, then you want to plant the seed to the readers that your book is coming. And you might even write your piece as something that will open up an idea that is then more thoroughly talked about in your own book or in another collaborative book. So you can plant the seed forward to the next book, or you can plant the seed backwards to a book that you've already done, so that the people reading this book, the collaborative book with us, will go back and purchase the book that you've already done. So planting the seed for a future book or a past book or a current book is a really amazing reason to be a collaborative author. And I've done that a bunch of times. In one book, I talked about being a dynamic woman, and then I linked it back to the Dynamic You book. I've also, in another one, talked about the importance of celebrating our successes and linked it over to the Dynamic Year Journal. So there's different ways, right? I can even write in someone else's collaborative book about the importance of being a collaborative author and link it back to my opportunity. So it doesn't even have to be directly to the book. It could be to other opportunities. The third reason is to build your audience. So how do you build your audience? Well, you're building your audience by the readers who buy your book, right? So you're building your audience that way, readers who buy from you. You're also building your audience by the other authors selling it to their audiences, right? Plus, you can build your audience by using the social media promo. So as I mentioned in the last episode, what to look for in collaborative book opportunities, you're looking for full promo from a collaborative book opportunity. If you have full promo, then there are different ways that you can use the social media promos that the publisher has done and other authors have done to also build your audience. That's a really key thing and strategy, and that's something that we teach in our book opportunity. The fourth thing is build your network. And you might be like, what's the difference between audience and network? Well, if we think of audience as the people who could buy from you, who do buy from you, leads, and then we talk about network, yes, that could also be leads. Yes, that can also be potential customers. It can also be your audience. But I want you to think of it differently in the way of network by connecting with the network of authors, right? And so you are an author. Now you have permission to reach out to the other authors, obviously not a salesy or creepy way, being like, hey, I'm an author in the Dynamic Women's Secrets book. I'm secret number 13. I see your secret number 28. Let's connect. So now you're connecting not just as maybe an expert in your topic, but you're connecting as authors. So connecting on another level. And even though you've maybe already been part of a collaborative book, this is a new set of authors. And even if you've written your own book, this is now you connecting with other authors, right? And it's always important to continue to expand your network, grow your network, build your network so that you can continue to build collaborative opportunities, joint ventures, affiliates, referral partnerships, all of these things to move your business forward. And eventually, by doing it with the same group of people, you're going to kind of hit some dead ends and your lists are all going to start being the same. Number 5, and the last one, it's around being relevant, right? You need to continue to add to your achievements and your bio with a current book. So I don't lean on the power and the success of my solo book back in 2017. I'm constantly putting out books or being part of books so that I continue to be relevant. I continue to be on people's radars. Like, whoa, you're an author again. Wow, cool. And that's your latest book. So the ability to say my latest book. And then in selling this new book, you can bring in your old books, right? And authors, if your book is over a year old, you need another book, right? You need some fresh readers. And so there's so much strategy that can be used here around being a collaborative author. That's why I continue to be a collaborative author, even though some of the opportunities don't hold all the things I really want in collaborative opportunities, authorship opportunities. However, these 5 things, a jumping off point, planting the seed, building your audience, building your network, and being relevant, these are game changers in your business to get the message out there, to be able to bring business back to you and really to stand apart from other people in your industry. So I hope that you'll consider joining the Dynamic Women Leadership Secrets book Check in with us, see if we still have opportunities depending on when you listen to this, and go back and listen to the other 2 parts of this series so that you can really get all of the information to make the right choices about being a collaborative author. Hit subscribe, share this with a friend, and even invite your friend in to be an author with you. That's a really cool opportunity as well. For growth for you and your friendship, and for you as you both move up in the world, really making a change in other people's lives. Until next time, stay dynamic. Bye.